Welcome back to Secrets of the East, the Kyuk Yurok revelations. We've followed the journey through prophecy, from the rise of the East to war, division, and the appearance of a hidden savior. But today, we turn the page to the final act in Namsago's grand vision. He called it the New World, the Reborn Land, or, in the simplest and most beautiful of terms, the Golden Age after the storm, a time when truth triumphs, peace returns, and humanity awakens. But what exactly does this Golden Age look like? And what must happen before it arrives? Let's step into the prophecy. In a powerful verse, Namsago writes, "After the three winds pass, the sky shall clear. The earth will breathe again, and the waters will sing. Children shall dance without fear, and the lion shall sleep beside the lamb." This passage paints a poetic but striking vision of healing of the natural world, clean air, pure water, renewal of the land, innocence restored, no more fear, no more violence, harmony, both among people and between nations, symbolized by predator and prey at peace. The three winds are often interpreted as three great trials: war, famine, and division, all of which we've seen and are still seeing today. But according to Namsago, these trials are not the end. They are birth pains, necessary suffering before a new era begins. In another verse, he writes, "The fire will cleanse, the truth will shine, and the mountain shall give birth to light." Many believe the mountain refers to Korea, the land from which the light of truth, or the messianic figure, emerges. This light is not described as a religion, a government, or a weapon. It is described as something transformative, a new consciousness. Namsago continues, "The laws of men will fall. The law of heaven shall rule, not by decree, but by hearts aligned." This suggests a global shift in values, from greed and power to truth and compassion. It's not about building a utopia through technology or policy. It's about returning to harmony with heaven, earth, and each other. So what kind of world does Namsago envision? Here are just a few descriptions from scattered verses. The soil will yield without toil. No man shall go hungry. The tongue of the world will be one of kindness. The old and young will sit at one table. Even the beasts will forget their hunger for blood. This isn't fantasy. It's a vision of a healed world, physically, emotionally, spiritually. A world that remembers who we truly are. Now, you might be wondering, is this paradise guaranteed? Or is it only possible if we change? Namsago is clear. The seed is planted, but the harvest depends on the hands. The light is given, but the eyes must open. In other words, the Golden Age is not something that happens to us. It is something that must be chosen. We are invited to participate through our actions, our choices, our awakening. Interestingly, he also speaks of a return to simplicity. Cities shall empty, and the forests will speak again. The people will walk with bare feet, and the stars will be their clock. This could be poetic or prophetic. Many modern readers see this as a reference to the collapse of over-industrialization, a return to local, earth-based living, a spiritual renaissance rooted in nature, not machines. It aligns with what many today call the return to balance, where technology is no longer our master, but our servant, and the soul leads again. So, does Namsago believe the world will end in fire? No. He believes it will begin in fire, but it will end in light. What was broken shall be made whole. What was lost shall return, and what was prophesied shall be fulfilled. This is the promise at the heart of Kyuk Yurok, not doom, but restoration. And it's not reserved for one people or one nation. The prophecy begins in the East, but it is meant for the entire human race.